Good morning, 7K world. Here we go. Business builders training this morning. So we're going to have a little bit of a hodgepodge, but it's business builders training. Uh, Even if you're brand new, you need to learn all the things that we're going to be talking about. And I'm going to talk about several subjects this morning. And one of the subjects I'm going to talk about is stack and sell, because even for a brand new person, you want to get that set up. That's going to be an integral part of building your business from here on out. It shows the value of our numismatic coin. It shows the value of the coin that keeps you active to make you make a paycheck. Okay, because you've got to stay active. Everybody knows that. You got to stay active to be able to get a paycheck, to be able to roll your points over, to hold your points. No matter what, you got to be active. Okay, now if you kind of read the comp plan, there's many things that can make you active, but the base of it is to be on your autosaver program. And so if you really want to build a big business, and if you really want to duplicate the principle of residual income, don't micromanage your business by trying to extend the maximum days that it's possible to go before you become inactive, because you will mess up. But let me tell you the reason you don't want to do that. And I see so many people doing that now. And I've never, ever taught that. In fact, every time I see it, I say, you're doing everything wrong to build a large, long-term, duplicatable business. You're trying to micromanage your expenses, and you're thinking small. You're not thinking big. And so what do I mean by that? Well, you need 15 points of activity to stay active. Now, with time, the company has been, with all the program changes, all the new things that technology they've been bringing to the table, sound money, wallet, stacking. I'm not even going to go into all of them, but they have relaxed through the many technology changes and back office changes and upgrades and enhancements that we've had. They've relaxed that process, that everyone knows that if you buy a coin in a coin drop, it makes you active. It just starts over your activity dates. Okay. Now I have taught that you can go in. That's a chance to change your autosaver to a date that you really want it on, to go readjust it to either the 8th, the 21st, or the 26th, and get away from the 1st and the 15th, because that's what you want to do. Because new people coming in, and people who do not pay attention, and people who are just buyers or just collectors, that they're never going to make these changes, and they're going to be stuck on that 1st and 15th, and they're not going to change it. Okay. And so that's why you have all that volume coming in on the 1st and the 15th on the autosaver as you build your business. And that's why associates, coppers, even silvers, and now even golds flush volume on those dates. Now, if you're presidential and you're flushing volume, that's okay. You're at your max of your salary, of your compensation. You're not going to make any more. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is micromanaging. What I'm talking about is that person that you are active for 32 days. When you enroll, you get an automatic 32 days. You don't have to buy anything. Now, the company is going to default your autosaver, if you signed up for one, for either the 1st or the 15th, whichever is the furthest from the date of your enrollment. And in our system, when we are bringing you on board, and if you go through my onboarding, and everybody should put people in our team through my onboarding, which I do for you. That makes it easy. And it makes it extremely duplicatable and saves you tons of time. And then all you do is interact with the person that's onboarding. And then where is that found? That's found in notices at the Band app, right at the top, #1 video. And it walks them through our current website because I redid that training. I redid that onboarding, giving them the homework, what they need to do. And I don't care if they're an experienced 6-figure earner in network marketing, they need to do this too, because they don't understand what we understand. And I don't have any problem telling an experienced network marketer they need to go through my training. I mean, if I do it, shouldn't they do it? Of course. And each one of you, if you haven't been through my training, you've been in this business, I don't care if you've been in it for 3 years and you haven't gone through it, go to it and go through it. And if you haven't done those things, that's the reason your business is not building the way it should. So where is it at? It's in your Band app. And this only for our teams. You know, this is not for all of 7K. And so if you're listening to it and you hear this training, because I am putting it on YouTube, your team leader has a responsibility of training you. I have specific training for specific groups to make our groups work together as a team, and so should y'all. Okay, so in our teams, they're private Band apps, they're private teams, and so you need to know which team you're on, which band you're on. And so I'm going to go share my screen. I'm going to go to our band. I'm going to only go to one of them, but you know, I got 16 of them. And so you on the computer, it looks a little different than on the phone, but this picture on the phone is up here at the top, but then coming down in it, it's pretty much it works the same. I got to try and get rid of this low resources. My computer's eating up memory right now. I got so much opened up. You'll see what we have in the very beginning. I don't want to post things, so I want to go to the post. And you're going to see right here at the very top, notices. Same thing on the phone. You'll come down and you'll see this section that says notice. And there'll be a little gray, it won't be a little circle like on the computer here, but it'll be a light silver 10+ carat or ARA. Okay. Well, you'll see it's important. It's the #1 thing. How to write, start, onboard a new member. Go through it if you haven't been. And I've updated, it's new to our current website, all of our current training. So everybody gets trained and given the step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, how you start this business and how you fit it into your schedule if you're part-time, or how you build it to a huge, large residual income and you grow with this billion-dollar company to be. Okay, that's what you want. So if you haven't done that, that's your #1 homework this week. Do that. Things that you haven't done in that homework assignment, where I'll walk you through everything and tell you A, B, C, D, what you should do, then you should do it. And by the way, if you look at click on that little arrow, that 10, okay, it's going to bring up those list of those top 10 things. It's actually a few more than that. The very first things after you complete that you should be doing. And one of them you're going to find out is in here. It's called the ABCs of the comp plan. And it's pretty close up here in here. And not only should you have your detailed comp plan, but you should go through the ABCs of the comp plan, because I have about 6 video trainings where I walk you through detail by detail of every aspect of the comp plan. So if you want to know it, you're not going to get it just watching it one time. You're going to have to watch it over and over until you can teach it. Then you understand the comp plan. Until you can teach it, you do not understand the comp plan. Okay. And so, yes, you're going to have to watch it over and over and over and over and over. So this is business builders training today. So that's how everybody needs to start. That's how everybody needs to duplicate. And it saves you tons of time and gets you on to team building and growing your businesses together quicker, faster. That's what you want. Now, let's get back to micromanaging, okay? The subject I had started on. Micromanaging means that you're trying to push that activity out. You're not enrolling on that autosaver. You're going to order it yourself when you want to. That's called micromanaging. Now, let me tell you, when you got an organization, you sponsor two and they sponsor two and they sponsor two, you got an organization out there and everybody's doing what you're doing, micromanaging to save a few pennies here and a few pennies there. Well, look what you duplicate. You're duplicating an administrative nightmare that most people can't even pay their bills on time and can't balance their checkbooks. And you expect them to be able to do this? Maybe you can. And I'm telling you, if you do this, you're going to mess up. And then you're going to lose all your points. Well, fortunately, there is they still give people a chance and allow, but I mean, you got to get exception for that. And you can, but if you make a habit of it, I'll tell you what, they'll only restore your points 1 or 2 times. That's it. They don't even do it anymore. And you got to go back and you got to buy what you missed. And you got to be on the autosaver. If you're not on the autosaver, they're not going to restore it. Okay. So they do give you a chance. And this is what micromanaging does. And by the way, this training is not meant for anybody specific because there is a whole big group, new group. They're micromanaging, and I have talked to them about it, specifically about this subject. Because what you're doing is you're duplicating that. Everybody else is going to see it. They're not signed up. You got 30, 40, 50 people, and none of them are on autosavers except maybe a handful. Everybody's waiting that last minute before they go inactive to buy that autosaver. What happens if they get sick that day? What happens if they get in an automobile? What happens when they're dead? What happens when you're on a 100-ounce silver bar qualification? You lose that status that day. Forget it. You aren't going to. Listen, they've been handing out these 100-ounce silver bars, and these things have gotten expensive. Believe me, you drop that qualification, you aren't going to get it. You better stay silver the entire 45 days, plus 1, just for insurance, if you want that 100-ounce silver bar. The company and the business is maturing. That's a very expensive, that's a bonus. Always has been. Ever since Wayne Clark broke that ceiling. And then we've had a multitude of 100-ounce silver bars in a lot of my groups coming up. And they've just won a lot. But it isn't just my group. There's other groups getting it too. Well, this costs the company a good bit of money extra. And as silver goes up, it even costs more. So you better believe you drop your rank 1 hour, you aren't going to get it. Because it says it very clearly. You got to hold your rank. And micromanaging is what causes this. But you're not building a long-term residual income. You want people to understand the basis of this business. You join the business with a membership. We get paid for doing two things. Number one, for expanding the membership of a new concept, 22nd century marketing, member direct marketing, like Costco, like Hulu, like Sam's, like Amazon Prime, except they pay us a lot more than any of those membership models. And we're the ones that is increasing the membership because of the membership benefits are worth more than the cost of the membership if a member learns about them and uses them. And just one of the great memberships is the thing that attracts people most, is to be able to buy gold and silver bullion at member direct cost, even fractionally, meaning nowhere else in the world can that be done. And they'll store it, secure it, it's completely backed up, and that's a membership benefit. The other is teaching about how you can secure your finances by owning gold and silver bullion in whatever forms. There's many forms, and we teach you about that. So we're teaching people things that they've never been taught, and the company provides the teaching. We provide the information that they need to know the information. Okay, and so we're educators and teachers and promoters is what we are. We share, just like you see a good movie, you have a great meal at a new restaurant, what do? You talk about it. That's all we are. We're promoters. Okay, and so we want people to have an extra plan B, an extra source of income, get 1099 tax benefit. Well, what better way of doing it? I mean, history has shown that people need plan Bs. They need an extra gig on the side. Okay. They and if they want to get 1099 tax benefits, they definitely need and reduce the amount of tax and let their taxes help build their businesses. Well, what better business to build than one where you can accumulate wealth and have an extra source of income while you're developing a residual income for life? That's pretty cool. So how do you do that? Your membership, $4.99. That's the cost you bet. That's your $500,000 franchise. So it's a business concept. That's what we're presenting to our partner on the left and partner on the right. There's the membership pays for itself. And then you get to the next point of what do we need to do and why are we doing it? Well, you're starting your own business for $4.99. You got all these websites. Stack and Sell is one. Remember, I'm going to talk about Stack and Sell too today. Okay. And you get your base website, your e-commerce site, your 7k.com/your username website, and your back office. And if you got $4.99, then you get the wealth system website, you get 7K Advantage website because you're on auto saver. And you're going to have all the websites in the world that you couldn't get for $499, period. Okay, so the membership's well worth its membership. That's your business. Now, you keep your doors open to your business. You keep it active. If you're not active, you cannot get salary. You cannot rank up. You cannot roll over point. You cannot do anything if you're not active. You can't accumulate points. If you become inactive, you lose all your points. Everybody, after a period of time, you become inactive, you're going to lose your loyalty points. You become inactive after so many days of that. They're going to take away your commission points on both sides because you're inactive. You're a buyer. You're not a business builder. You already declared that when you went inactive. Okay. And so you keep your business open by buying your autosaver once a month. That's why we do it. It's the $1.2 million mistake. So go back to that. And no one does the things they need to do to save for retirement. This puts you into the position to actually force you, without twisting your arm, because you make all the decisions, but compels you to do what you should do. Buy a product of value every month that's going to gain value with time. Now, we used to say it's going to gain value. Now we have proof in the pudding. And that's why I'm going to talk about stack and sell today. And so with stack and sell, one of the things that we're going to share with is how to communicate this to your partners, to your people, as you build your team one by one on your left and your right. The partners committed to do the same thing you're committed to do. And if you don't do it, then how can you get them to commit to do it? You do not micromanage your activity. You put it on automatic. And one of the principles that I've taught, so I'm going to review a whole bunch in this little business builders video here today. And in the very beginning, I used to teach, and I still teach it, but it's kind of hard for us to do because of the supply situation with bullion of the past more than a year now. But that's loosening up now. You see, we got a lot of bullion that's almost always in for sale in dealer direct now. It's always for sale in our Sound Money wallet. It's always for sale there. Okay. And they've never been out of supply in the Sound Money wallet since we've had it. They've always, no sales ever been rejected. To my knowledge, I know it hasn't been with me, and I know of no one that has in the Sound Money wallet. You want to buy your silver and gold, bingo, click, it's done instantaneously. You transfer cash to gold or silver, bingo. Now, it doesn't ship to you. It stays in the vault, and they don't charge any fees for it. That's pretty cool. That's real cool. And it's 100% guaranteed and backed up by insurance. That's much better than having cash over there in that bank account, according to my terms, because that's federally insured, and it's only a tenth of it is insured up to 250,000. Well, anyway, that's another horse of a different color. I teach people to buy a little bit of bullion every time they get their autosaver. So buy 1 ounce silver coin or whatever. Just put it on auto saver right along with your coin, and then over time it'll be built up, but by what you can afford. So you have your auto saver coming in, you have 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 3 ounce, 5 ounce, because you're going to pay for that shipping anyway. So here's how you get free bullion shipping to you by including it in your autosaver shipping. Now, I taught that from day one. Now, we've gotten away from that because the supply situation. But I want to remind people that you need to get back into that habit. That's how you accumulate wealth. Okay. And that's how you dollar cost average your silver bullion. The insurance that you're getting, having silver bullion instead of having paper dollars, and you got to accumulate it. Okay, saves you from making that big purchase at one time. The other thing I taught is to, as you earn commissions in this business, treat it like big business. Treat it like you just opened up a mom and pop storefront business. If you go spending every bit of revenue that you get taken in on that thing, your business is going to shut down because you aren't going to be able to pay your electric bill, you aren't going to pay your water bill, you aren't going to pay your lease, you aren't going to be able to pay your rent, your insurance. You aren't going to be able to do anything because you're spending it as it comes in. That's not what you do in running a business. So you got to treat this like a big business. I taught and I still teach, let your commission checks stay in your sound money wallet. Don't pull them out. Don't transfer them over to your bank account. You get 1 year's worth of commission checks that'll buy your autosaver for 1 year, just in case you have an accident, just in case life happens and your business doesn't shut off. Now that takes discipline, but running a business takes discipline. Do you want to make big money, or are you just in there to see what I can squeeze out of the orange? Or do you want a residual income or not? If you want residual income, you got to do what it takes to get it. And there's certain things that you need to do that. And I'm trying to teach them to you. And so, yeah, I had a lot of people, even I personally sponsored. They really, I had one wife with one of the reason we got in this, we need extra money. And now you're telling us here we made all these commissions and I got bills extra to pay. And I said, well, if you take it out, what happens? And you can't buy your autosaver. What happens? You got medical bills, you have medical problems. What happens? You're in the hospital, your husband's working double overtime, and your medical bills are going to pile up no matter what. But don't shut your business down. Well, she still didn't like that, but her husband understood it. And so they kept their commissions in there, and bingo, it just started working. Because see, you got to have that safety factor in running your business. Otherwise it shuts down. So that's one of the hardest things to get most people to do. And I'm going to encourage you all to do that. You get in your sound money wallet 1 year's worth of your autosaver there. Then as you earn commissions, you can buy extra stuff with it. You can take it, you can spend it, you can do what you want with it. You've earned it then. But that's when you start reaping some of the benefits of your hard work. Don't jeopardize your business. Okay, what does micromanaging do? Micromanaging shuts down your business all across the market. You're not building a residual. Everybody's pushing off that time when they click and they buy. Then all of a sudden, people are people. They're human. They believe everything is everybody else's fault, not theirs. And what happens is they get frustrated because they're not following the systematic approach that I teach, and they're trying to do the things on their own the way they want to do it. And guess what? They get frustrated and it's not working. No, it works. You're not working it the way it's supposed to work. It's what the situation is. And it just starts falling apart because you lose your points. This happens. When it happened, like I said, once, I've gotten lots of people's points restored because they misunderstood, whatever, but they only do that one time. And you got to make it up, and you got to be on the autosaver. If they don't see commitment, they don't give it back to you. Why should they? That's stored up commissions. That's why that bank side's so important for so many people in this comp plan. That's an infinity left and an infinity right. What that means is you might go, like I'll use Armenia, disabled military vet in our group, didn't make a check for over 9 months and didn't even have anybody sign up. All knows. But she kept going back, kept doing the things I taught. And I even used her at the 7KX. I'm going to use her again today because I'm going to show you. Okay. So, you know, the thing I'm trying to impress upon is teach my system to the 7 pieces of paper. You know, the 7 pieces of paper, that's the system. You know, 2 years to learn skills, attitudes, and techniques, and 3 to 5 years to build a big business and develop a residual income, applying those skills, attitudes, and techniques and everything you learned about silver and gold and 7K and the whole system and the whole company and everything else in that 2 years. Okay. And that last piece of paper where you have the 3 beliefs that you have to have, until you internalize those, you shouldn't expect this to grow big for you, because it doesn't emulate, it doesn't come out. Your body language doesn't speak that to everybody that you're talking to about 7K. What talks to them is they feel you're trying to make money off them, getting them into some kind of deal. They don't see that genuineness yet. But when that starts radiating from you because of those 3 beliefs on that 7th piece of paper, and because of that 6th piece of paper, that attitude, then it's going to all come together for you and it's going to work. But then if you lose focus, you lose focus, you think grass is greener on the other side, all these other reasons it's happening, then you'll never be able. You'll be one of those statistics of why network marketing doesn't work, because you get the right company at the right place at the right time at the right market. You don't have the stickability to grow with the company and grow as it grows, and your group grows or your bank grows. But here, the reward is unbelievable, because you got a bank side, anytime in the future, you just find a person who finds a person who finds a person. You don't even have to find the person. If you understand what I mean by a business family pack and your 2 centers being control centers, you're in control of your $500 check every week for life. And you get to accumulate wealth and earn a $500 residual check for the rest of your life. So that principle you've got to learn and internalize and being able to communicate to others, but you need to understand it first. So in essence, I'm saying there is no reason that anyone should ever quit or turn off their autosaver in 7K. To me, a person that does that, the brain's not working right. They don't understand. That's the only thing that I can say, is they don't understand. Because this truly is, as Courtney Ebbs, see, I'm bringing tons of stuff in on y'all, the ones that's been in here for a while. New people, you may say, who is all this people? Well, it doesn't matter. Your job is to find out, because it's all there in all my trainings. It's all there. It's for you to root it out, or for you to have your support group, your leaders, the people you're working with, point it out to you and show you where it's at. But you can find it all on your own, because that's the way I've organized our team band apps. You can find everything on your own if you desire to. You don't have to have a leader. I put it all there for people in my teams. Okay. And in every team, it's there. So Courtney, her words, not mine. You have to be brain dead not to do network marketing on the side, because of 1099 tax benefit. And my words are, and the reason Courtney joined our business, even though she speaks, she talked about the whole industry, is because it just makes plain sense. If you're going to do it, Why not do it with a company you can accumulate wealth, get 1099 tax benefits, help make you accumulate wealth, increase your income, and be able to buy more wealth, meaning assets, sound money, gold and silver. Bingo. Why do you want to buy more lotions and potions? Got expiration date on it. This stuff out, it doesn't have any expiration date. Wow. So you want to know and have viewed the Courtney Ebb CPA videos. See, we're not the financial experts. We're just wealth advisors. We're wealth teachers. Yeah, we're not even advisors. We're wealth teachers. We just point and show. But we're certainly not financial advisors or financial give financial or tax advice. We just share our experiences, and we defer to the financial advisors, and we can point them to the ones that we know. Yeah, that's okay. And I'd point them to the gold and silver people. When it comes to financial advisement, I'd point them to the CPAs who know what they're talking about, instead of the ones that so conservative they won't even let you take a deduction because they don't. They just want to get paid to fill out a form and hand it in. Yeah. Well, anyway, let's get to that, showing your ability, what you're talking about. So everybody, no matter how young you are, you need to open up your Stack and Sell account. You need to open it up. You need to see it. And every time you receive an autosaver, you need to scan it in and put it up there, because you need to start building how you are accumulating wealth. It shows what you paid for them, and it shows its current market value. And what you want to do is build up that story. Okay. And so I am going to use well, you can look at the top 10 stackers that they had at 7KX in Las Vegas, where George Donaldson, the person I sponsored on my left, is the #1 stacker in the company. And I was the #2 stacker in the company. So see, we walk our talk. And so you need to walk your talk. You need to validate what you do. And Stack and Sell gives you that opportunity to do it. Now, and then you need to learn other people's stories until you have your own. Okay. And so as I do this, one of the things I'm going to do, and this is the reason I want to get everybody, and everybody needs to get everybody on their Stack and Sell. And they need to get it initiated, need to get it up, need to get it started. I'm going to plug in my phone so I can share from my phone. And I've got the pictures to share. I put them in a folder so it makes it easier now. I don't have to search for them either. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my Stack and Sell first. Okay. And so everybody can see it if I can find the right place. There we go. There's Stack and Sell. So when you get into Stack and Sell, and you'll log in, I'm already logged in, and you can add. Do not add items on the computer. Add them on your phone once you get it on there, because it scans those barcodes that are crossed right here that's blurred out. They're blurred out for a reason, because they're the people who are so nefarious. They've learned how they can Photoshop these things, and if they scan it in, you have a problem. Who owns the coin? Well, this is the reason you want to scan it in. 7K has it, and it's like a title, and they own it. But when they ship it to you, you own it. but you got to register. It's like an auto title. Okay. Soon as you scan it into Stack and Sell, you own it. Certificate of title is yours. Nobody else can claim that coin anymore. Okay, you own it. So you're the only one that can sell it. Okay, that's pretty cool. Anybody else tries to sell that coin, they're selling a fake, just a Photoshop piece of paper, and they may not even have a real coin in it, or it may look like it is, but it may not be real. Okay, that's the kind of stuff you find on eBay sometimes. Anyway, so a little bit, it's got a little training with it as we go along too. But as you see, I can take a look, and what I want you to do, I can go newest to oldest, oldest to whatever. I can just see A to Z. There's many different ways that you can search. So I put up a few new coins, okay, and that I just got in, and man, look at that! I just received that sucker yesterday, and it's already got market value. I paid $139 for it, and look at it. I got $66 in equity one day. That's pretty powerful. So when you can show something like that, where else can they do things like that? So, you know, oh, here's my Mandela. Gee whiz. One day I just put that one in too. Okay. Now, look at my Miles Standish 5-ounce Arizona. One day. Gee whiz, I'm glad I bought 2 of them suckers. I was lucky. Had those computers smoking. Oh man, that is really super. Pam got one, I got one. Oh, that works great. Well, anyway, you kind of see what I'm talking about. You got to pick out a couple of coins out of your whole stack that you can actually show, you know, what you bought it, what kind of return. And you got to know where they are, and you got to pick them out and be able to go, just pull that, make screenshots of it. So it makes it easy. It's already on your phone, like I'm about to do with you. Okay. And so I'm in the process of doing that for myself. So I'm giving you kind of this training ahead of time. And then what you want to do is look at your dashboard. Okay. Now dashboard is going to give you a summary of everything. And so this is pretty cool. So I've been in this business for 5.5 years. I've bought 717 coins. They've cost me $108,248. That's their cost. Well, I could have kept that money in the bank. I could have put it in the stock market. I could have put it in all these different places. But I chose to put it in a risk-free place. Numismatic coins that gain value faster than other things with no risk. See, stocks can go bankrupt and they go to zero. Even if these caught on fire and they melted, I'd have a glob of pure silver, okay, or pure gold. At least I got something. Plus, I got them insured. And so I got better than that. Okay. So you got, this is what I paid for them in 5.5 years. Did I stick down 100,000 and buy those coins all at one time? No, I bought them one at a time, a couple of months here, a couple there in this month, this coin dropped, that coin dropped, this special bit, a chance to buy from 7K attending an event, only available at the event, whatever. Only members of 7K can get these coins. But because of that, they're worth $175,810, and that's the minimum market value. They're actually selling for more than that. So they're worth more than that. I know that. And so do you, in time, that you'll learn that this is a minimum market value. Well, that's a 62% return. That's pretty good. I like showing that to people that I'm talking to about joining me and my team, and you should be able to with yours. Or if you don't have one yet, you need to use those in your team that you've taken screenshots or with, and people in your team, maybe your group, and or you can use Armina's that I'm about to give you. Okay. And so as I pull this up, I'm going to try and share my phone now and show you Armina's young lady. I got to install this this program. Makes me do that every time. And there we go. And Zoom. As soon as it hooks up, I'll be able to share my phone. There it is. Okay. Now, I'm going to go to photos, go to albums, go to, oh, where'd I put it? Yeah, got to remember which album I put it in, don't I? I got to make an album for that sucker. There we go. I put them there. Okay. There we go. There's Armina's. After not quite 3 years in the business, she is a disabled military vet, had never had a savings in her life, could not join the night she attended our meeting, wanted to join because she didn't have enough money. And she didn't have any room on her credit card to be able to join that night because she had to pay her rent. And anyway, she came back. And of course, she wanted business family pack, but that was out of the question. And so she got her funds. She got to the point that she could join because she saw the need for her to join, need for her to have gold and silver, need for her to have an extra income stream. And she joined, and she started doing everything that I teach. 2 years to learn, do the videos, come to the meetings, do the job description. 9 months of no's. No, not interested. No, not in her family. No, not interested. Her children. No, not interested. But that didn't daunt her because I armed her. I told her, you don't let that do. Just anticipate. You're just creating a pipeline. That's part of the skills, attitudes, and techniques. You just keep watching, keep doing, keep buying your coin every month. Now, buying her coin every month was difficult, but she made sure she did that. You got to do whatever you have to do that. That's your business. That's how you keep it open. And so people were building through her. So she was seeing volume. She was seeing her team grow. And I'd remind her, you could have never built that team. Look at all the no's you got. Look at all that team. Look what's happening. You could have never built that. That's right. She saw her bank account accumulate. After 9 months, she got her first person, her brother. Put him on the pay side. And of course, now she's almost getting to the point that pretty soon, a little later, he was buying his coin. And then all of a sudden she gets to the point she got 500 points and she got a bank side, but she only has one active. She came to me, she said, but Bob, I'm going to flush my points. If the computer's going to cycle, I'm not going, what do I do? What do I do? And I said, remember the business family pack. Yeah. Well, this is the time. Enroll your son, give him a free membership. You pay for it if you have to. Try and get him to join. And you place him on the other side, or whatever, or your mom, your dad, your aunt, your next door neighbor, your best friend, whoever. I don't care. But we got to do it before midnight Saturday Mountain Time. And if you have to pay for it, give them a trial membership, do it. Let them see. Because see, here's the point, Armina. if I would give you $200 today, right now, in your hand, no, I'd ask you to give me $200 in my hand right now, today, and I'll give you $500 tomorrow. Would you do it? Well, what if I didn't have the money? I said, well, if I gave you that opportunity, would you get the money? He said, absolutely. I'd get the money. I put it in your hand. I said, well, that's what we're talking about. You get a $199 membership, even if you had to pay for it for somebody that you know, a trial membership, you're gifting them so that they'll learn, see, and it doesn't cost them anything, but all they have to do is learn and see, and then they could even get some of the benefits. Could you do that? Could you do that maybe with your son? Well, I think my son would do that. I said, okay. Well, that's what happened. Put her son in, and he was on that side. She made her $500 check, and that's the first of many checks she's made over that time, because she started getting her. Yes, did it come big, quick, fat? No, she hadn't made a ton of money, but she's made thousands and thousands and thousands. Okay, so she had made more than just $1,000. Okay, over this period of almost 3 years. She hadn't even been in 3 years. But before the 7/8 commission, I got her to send me a screenshot of her dashboard, because I had a conversation with Armina before I went to convention, and she was pretty excited when she shared with me that she has $9,643 in savings. See, that's what her 78 coins that she's purchased over that time period, that's what she paid for. She's never had a savings in her life. But she said, Mr. Bob, and I don't have $9,643 and say, I got $16,370, because that's what they worth. And you taught me that's a lot. And she hadn't sold one coin, and she don't want to sell one coin. So see, it gets us to do things we really normally wouldn't do, because she said, and she admitted, she would have never even had $1,000 in savings over this same period of time. It had been cash, she'd have spent it. But here, she doesn't want to spend it, especially when she sees this happening. She wants it. So I'm going to share with you one more part of this screen here, another thing, because see, she showed me this. And you look at the date a month ago, same number of coins, same cost, but in just 1 month time since she showed me that until here 1 month later, her stack is now worth $17,487, an 81.3% return. Now, I don't have the one she just shared at our meeting the other day from Armina, but she's got an 89.9% return, and it's even gone up more. So she is getting a series of these to show how her stack grows. And so she's on purpose not adding her coin. She says her goal is she's going to wait and let this go to 100%. And then she's going to add her and then she's got her screenshots to share. And so what she's doing is sharing her screenshot. So she's going back to all her no's now, talking about the extra benefits of 7K membership, what it's done for her, and sharing her stack and why she's been buying her coin and why they should buy a coin and they should join. And that's what she's doing now. And see, you can't do this until you've been in the business for a while. You got to have 2 years to learn, 2 years to develop skills, attitudes, and technique, 2 years and then 3 to 5 years to build a big business. And so if you cut yourself out of it before you ever get started, you'll never succeed. So this is Business Builders Training. I'm putting a lot of things together for you all, new people, people who've been with us more than a year, people who've been with us 3 years, people who've been with us 5 years. Some of you, for the first time, this is even resonating with you. But that's never too late to wake up. You can always start the 2-year plan and then develop your 3 to 5 years and develop your large residual income. Even if it's just $500 a month or $500 a week for the rest of your life, because see, you do in the 60-year plan, and Social Security will never pay you $2,000 a month for the rest of your life. And you have to work 60 years to do that. So join this company, accumulate wealth, develop a side stream of income while you're building a residual income for life in a infinite left, infinite right team, and it's a teamwork concept, and you're building a team and you're part of a team. It can't get any better than that. It really can't. And one of the other things that I kind of want to try to leave you with here, to kind of sum up this business builder, is make sure you're watching a video of mine once a day, 5 days a week for 2 years. And they're all right there. I got them cataloged. I'm cataloging them even more by topic, by event. And if you haven't got your 22nd century tools that I've been talking about lately, make sure you go get them. Okay. That's your new QR business card, the 4x6 one, the business card, the one for businesses that we're promoting. And if you're lost, you don't know what I'm talking about, get with your team, because we're having team building concepts and team mentoring and team business expansion in various locations, because we're doing it location by location. And so you want to, and if no one's there in your location, then you're the person to do it in your location. And this business is ready to explode. And I really mean that. The company's established. It's got nowhere to go but grow. It's already attracting more copycat trash. And I really mean it by what I said, trash. And after about the first 18 months, we attracted like 2 copycats real quick. And they didn't even last a year. One of them did. One of them didn't even last a year and a half. And it pulled away a lot of people. And unfortunately, they lost if they came back to 7K, they lost where they were at. They had to start all over again if they were allowed to come back. And they got 3 copycat companies that just started off. But this happens in this is the part of what network marketing gets its bad name and reputation, because people don't know how to pick out companies. I mean, I do. I mean, that's where I come from. But most people don't have an MBA. Most people haven't evaluated, done acquisitions and joint ventures and been able to evaluate companies and markets and infrastructure. But if a company will not tell you who is behind that company, who's starting it up, see, that's the one thing 7K did. Right off the get-go, you had your 4 co-founders. They were right front and center. Everybody knew who they were. Roger Ball, Josh Anderson, Zach Davis, Richard Wayne Hansen. The mission statement, number 1, they started it when they put it together and they rolled it out. See, they don't need the money. I mean, it's going to be good. They're creating legacy for their families too, but they didn't start that. Now, Richard wanted extra money, but and nobody turned them money. But that wasn't the intent of starting this company. The intent was what Roger Ball said. Everybody needs to own silver and gold. And he wants to change the image of this space. Roger and Richard, Josh and Zach, they all came down to that. And so how I'm going to end this business builders session this morning and this recording, and I hope you use it over and over again, is turning to, and you can find it in your wealth strategies book. You can find it in the PDF or the PowerPoint presentation. You can go back to any ones of the past, same thing, it's right there. But it's the mission statement. It's why this company was founded. In my presentations, I say, I don't want my words here, I want to read their words to you. And that's what I want to do right now to each and every one of you. And so I'm going to just pull up the wealth strategies. There's our 4 co-founders. Listen to this. This is what you're a part of. We're a force for good for the world. And that's what you're a part of. Something bigger than any of us. We created 7K because we genuinely want to improve the lives of people around the world. We have watched way too many of our friends struggle as the economy fluctuates, employment issues arise, or unexpected changes in life come up. Using the power of gold and silver, we believe we can provide a way for people to create financial independence, preserve their wealth, and live an exceptional life. We started this company because we believe in you. Now, I've been teaching gold and silver, as we all know, for more than 35 years. I've been involved with it. It made me independently wealthy at a very young age, where I had no financial stress. And I did it free for a long time. So when this came along in November of 2016 by Richard Wayne Henson to me, it was a no-brainer as soon as I asked Richard who was behind him, and he told me Roger Ball, because I knew who Roger Ball was. That's all I needed to know. And we just moved forward. I didn't try to make a ton of money at this. I'm blessed to be the #1 money earner, recognized the #1 money earner in the company at our convention in Las Vegas because of you, because of my team leaders, because of people who understood and wanted the same things we want, the company wants and I want. We want to help people. We want to help people understand they need to own gold and silver. What better way to do it than this? What better way to get 1099 tax benefit? What better way to accumulate wealth, increase and develop, increase in income, side income, while you're developing a residual income stream for life as you grow with this mega billion-dollar company, global company that's developing, and it will command the precious metal space. It is changing not only the network marketing space, it's changing the whole industry of numismatic market, precious metals, and they're bringing technologies that's never been brought to this space ever before. The sound money wallet, that's unique. That's their technology. The stack and sell, bringing validity, credibility, and separating customer from seller, buyer from seller. They don't ever meet. They're the in-between. They're the middlemen. They take all the responsibility and they guarantee everything. Wow. Just kind of think about this. And that's a $4.2 billion market that we're penetrating. And we only have just begun. We're open in all 50 states. The Better Business Bureau top rated in all 50 states, highest rating you can get in the Better Business Bureau. We're an authorized dealer of NGC, the largest, most respected coin rating company in the world. We have co-labels with PCSG and NGC and coins. We have relationships with mints that's been developed over time. They're vertically integrating in their infrastructure, and we're already open in Singapore and the UK, the other two financial capitals of the world. So we're a global company already, but we're open in Ireland, we're open in Canada, we're open in Australia, New Zealand, but those countries haven't really started building because of COVID. Now we're all starting to build, but here we are, and we're going to be a global business. And for the first time in your life, you can be part of that. I mean, what if you were part of the beginning of Amazon way back when? That's what you have right here. Every new member has the same thing. So I hope this is going to be a beneficial tool for you to share with your new members, to understand not only the business building techniques and things that I've mentioned here, but also to have a vision of what you have in your hands. And, you know, since I talked income and I talked to income, I will have to, because we're such a large growing company, and these other companies, these fly-by-night scams are coming in, and that's what they are. They're kind of like the other companies that are in network. They're in the business to be in the business, maybe 3 years if they can stay out of the scrutiny of regulators. And then as soon as they attract regulators' scrutiny, boom, they're out, they're gone, and they blame it on the regulator. That is unfortunately the bad part about this industry. But shame on those who fall for that. But why? There's no need to fall for it. All they have to do is see our income disclosure right here with 7K, and read the income disclosure. See where the company never had to produce this income disclosure in the first place. They did it on their own. No, most direct selling companies don't even want to do this, but they wait till the last minute to do it. But here, because this is truly how they started, because it gives the opportunity for the average person to make an above average income. $500 a week is a lot. $500 extra a month is a lot. So we encourage everyone to read the income disclosure. We encourage everyone to become involved with it. Thank you for your time and attention. I hope this will give you the opportunity to build with you and your team, as we have and others have in this first 5.5 years, and y'all are all going to surpass what we do. Thank you.